This is a Phoenix Prop 7 Chambers Imperial Knight Lightsaber hilt. It's a custom lightsaber that's based on the design of the standard issue Imperial Knight's lightsabers, so that's from Star Wars Legends now. Now let's take a bit of a closer look. So you can see that this is a little bit of a no-frills lightsaber. There's not too many fancy greeblies or anything with it, and that's because it is intended to be a standard issue lightsaber, so it's not like a lot of lightsabers where the characters kind of build their own. This was just kind of distributed to the Imperial Knights, and so it was supposed to show that, you know, they're all kind of they're all together and they're all kind of unified using the same type of lightsaber. And yeah, so it does look pretty cool. And I know this shroud area with the black kind of grip section really reminds me a lot of the Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber or the Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber from the prequels. So that's kind of a neat touch that it kind of references that visually. There's also this great kind of angled or slanted emitter at the top, which always, I think, makes something look a little bit more lightsabery, you know, when they have one of these. You can see the metal for this hilt is pretty thick. And we do have this nice kind of black greebly at the top as well, and then there's also a smaller one at the bottom, and you could remove this and install a cover tech wheel there instead if you'd like. So overall, this hilt, you know, it's really two-toned. It's mostly this kind of metallic silver color with some black elements, the beautiful black grip section, and there's a shroud feature of the hilt as well, and it is a removable shroud, so I'll show that in just a second. And then finally in the pommel section, you know, we have kind of a black stripe around the pommel, and then it is vented as well. So this lightsaber can take sound installs, or electronics installs rather, and we have a few kind of discrete holes right here. These holes are meant, you know, to accommodate an activation switch and an auxiliary switch, so you could end up adding that there. And you can see they're barely visible, so it's kind of neat that they're discrete, and they're also recessed because they're in kind of one of these grooves in the grip section. So now I'm going to show you the removable shroud. Oops. So I just have to remove the pommel. And then this kind of mirror finish shroud, very bright and vibrant. And you can see behind that, behind the shroud, is this section, this kind of cutout section, and so that would make it a lot easier to do any type of install with this hilt. So that's definitely a nice touch to it. So then to, you know, put the shroud back, I just have to align this hole at the bottom with the shroud, and then see if I can add this kind of greebly back. Just about got it. Everything's a little trickier on camera, you guys. If you don't believe me, give it a try sometime. Alright, there we go. We got it. So I'll just put the pommel back as well. And you can see there's this hole on the bottom of the pommel. And, you know, that's for a ring, so it comes with this ring as well that you can add so that you could, you know, if you didn't want to put a cover tech wheel there, you could instead, you know, just wear some type of belt clip. You could also add something else, you know, like a ribbon or some other decorative feature there if you wanted. And this hilt does come with a heatsink as well if you do intend to install it. But definitely one of the nice features of the hilt is there's not too much assembly required, at least, you know, in terms of having a display piece. There's not too much you have to do. So that's a nice perk if you're looking for kind of a display piece or cosplay piece. There's definitely not too much work for that. And also it just has that nice kind of open area in the back that makes it a little bit easier for installs. And finally, the length of the hilt, so from the pommel all the way up to the top of the emitter section, it's about 12 inches long. So, you know, that's pretty standard lightsaber size, which would make sense since this is meant to be kind of a standard issue lightsaber. So this has been a bit of a look at the Phoenix Prop 7 Chambers Imperial Knight Lightsaber hilt. Feel free to comment below.